How hard is Formula E?
It's the hardest thing I've ever done.
To stay in Formula E as a rookie is tough.
Mentally and physically is extremely demanding.
The tough grid of drivers to race against, that's for sure.
Don't talk to anyone. No one talk to me. I don't want to...
It's super high intensity, uber competitive.
There's no series like Formula E, it's sink or swim.
That's pole position!
Is that Formula E?
The oldest capital city in the Americas, a new era is about to dawn at the 2023 Hankook Mexico City E-Prix.
Can you tell them I'm coming back?
Coming back!
Good to be here. Excited and ready for qualifying. Hopefully we'll have a good result.
We have new teams, a brand new electric race car and new drivers.
A rookie is a debutant, basically. Somebody who's cutting their racing teeth in a specific series.
Both the new additions this season are great guys and really nice to have around. Sacha is such a warming character.
Excited? Nervous? Not nervous, but a little bit nervous, yeah, but extremely excited, that's for sure. A little bit of nervous, always good.
Jake Hughes, also another really nice addition to the paddock. Great guy, very sociable, very funny, very dedicated. Literally will be in the sim for hours and hours and hours and hours before a race to make sure he's as most prepared as he can be.
It's a cliche, but pressure is a privilege. You can fold if you want to see the negative side of it, but I only see the positive side. Like, if there is that much pressure involved, it's because you're doing something that's so motivating and so enjoyable to you that you want it so bad that why would you see it as a negative?
First qualifying session of the Gen 3 era here in Mexico City. Lotterer improves to go quickest. Buemi is up. Fenestraz third. Fenestraz third in the Nissan. Sacha Fenestraz, 10 out of 10, did not see that coming at all.
Pégale! No!
Sacha is another one of those anomalies where somehow you can be the loveliest guy in the world off the track, but on it, you fight like a banshee.
Man, what the Beautiful teamwork, Jack.
I'm competitive in everything, even in the normal life, and especially in the race weekends. You know, once we put the helmet on, I'm kind of a different person, and I even surprised myself this year.
Oh, man, what an idiot.
Yeah, you know, the adrenaline takes over, and sometimes you get a bit angry with some things. I'm extremely competitive, definitely. It's a very famous game in Argentina, and it's very serious, like properly serious. It's called Truco. Yeah, I just started playing this like 10 months ago. He's proper good, proper Argentinian, but I'm not too bad. Soy bueno?
No, no. So you're a rookie again.
Yeah, again, exactly. I'm a rookie on this.
Oh.
Sacha's almost a classic up-and-coming single-seater driver. He's raced in Formula 3, he won in Super Formula, and that caught the eye of numerous teams, actually. Jaguar initially used him as a reserve driver, and then Nissan signed him.
I actually got the call of confirmation. It was super cool. I had my first win in Super Formula in Japan. From the podium to the press conference, I received a call of my father. So I said, Dad, I'm super busy. I'm going to the press conference and I cannot talk. And he was like, listen, it's just to tell you that Nissan is taking you for next year is confirmed. I was like, whoa, I was so happy, you know. I was like achieving a dream, because for me, it was always a dream to race in a world championship. So those two emotions together was so much happiness.
It's a pretty big deal for young talent to secure seats in Formula E. There's not a lot, if any, paid drivers in Formula E. You get that seat out of merit and merit alone.
That's a rapid lap from Jake Hughes. The kid's non-stop.
So impressive.
Can he guarantee a front row start for McLaren? Hughes is fractionally ahead. Dennis out of the pelotada. 300's the advantage. Oh, big slide from Hughes.
They'll lose
There's
time
6,000s between them.
He's lost it.
Across the line, Dennis is through. Dennis does it. So Hughes will be third on the grid for his Formula E debut.
Good job, boys. Good job, everyone. Quite happy with that, to be honest.
I'll have a coffee, yeah. Go on.
I'm going to get this cup out, because is this the one that's your face appears on when it gets warm?
That is the worst photo I've ever seen of myself, and I hate that photo.
Yeah, it's not good.
I think yellow shirt was a mistake. I'm just getting flies. Oh, they call me Harry Potter because I'm magic around the green. Harry Potter. What a line that is.
It's my newfound love, golf. I don't even play on courses like 2 or 3 months, maybe.
We played a charity day, didn't win. He was a nightmare.
I couldn't hack it. I couldn't accept that even though I've been playing for 2 months, that some people were better than me at golf, even though I'm only like a 25 handicap.
Oh, that's so bad. That is so bad.
I think with racing, because I was naturally good at it straight away, it was just like, I fell in love with it in some ways. One, because of the speed and the adrenaline of it, but two, because I knew I was good at it.
Jake's been through a journey. You know, he started out in karting and then went through lots of different series on the way to Formula E. He never had the backing, financially in particular.
We were very privileged as a family that I could start racing, let's say, and go into karting and go into Formula 4, but from Formula 4 onwards, we were having to rely a lot on sponsors and opportunities from teams, and I was kind of at the mercy of what opportunities were available. It wasn't like we had the choice to go with the teams you needed to be with to fight for the championship. But the problem is when you're not fighting for those championships, it's hard to show yourself to a Formula E team that you're good enough.
I think there were a few questions at the beginning as to why Ian James had signed Jake Hughes.
We've known Jake for some time now. He's been our development and reserve driver for the past couple of years. And I had every faith that when we gave him that race seat that he'd deliver.
There's a huge amount of pressure that comes with hiring a new driver because this is not something you want to get wrong. You're obviously, committing a huge amount of time, a huge amount of budget, and a huge investment into a new driver. So picking a driver can be a bit of a gamble, but it can also massively pay off, as we've seen with the likes of, say, Jake Dennis when he arrived in his rookie season.
Jake Dennis has proved them all wrong. From start to finish, lights to flag, and it's victory in Valencia for Jake Dennis. His first win in Formula E.
I don't think I would have got to where I've got to on the path that I've been on, you know, the difficulties and the hurdles that I've had to get over to get to this point if I didn't believe that I was good enough to be at this level.
Jake Hughes flying once again.
I knew I was as quick as anyone in the series. I just needed the ability to go out and show it.
I think McLaren taking Jake Hughes was not a gamble, but there was inherent risk in it. He and James and Gary Paffett were the two people who really wanted to push Jake and believed in him. They could see that Jake was so hungry.
Sorry about that.
I knew Ian. Obviously, I was pestering all the time and bugging, like, you know, if the seat became available, that I'm ready. So I went away on holiday, and then 10 days into it, I got a call from Ian saying, you've got the seat. And it was just like the best feeling I've ever had in my life, honestly. In that moment, all of a sudden felt like all those years of sort of hurt and, you know, Christmases not knowing if my career is going to carry on and things like that. Just to have that phone call from Ian felt like it was all worth it. But then instantly, it's like your brain switches almost immediately to, right now, the real work starts.
We're in position. New era of Formula E about to get underway.
I think there's one thing that all rookies have in common when they start in Formula E, and that is saying how difficult it is.
The quality of driver is extremely high here, and the room for mistake for the whole season is going to be extremely slim.
You're up against 21 world-class drivers. It's sink or swim.
If someone's not up to the job, they shouldn't be there. I know it's a tough thing to say, but it's a reality. You should not be there.
And we go green in Mexico City. It's a decent getaway from De Grassi. It's a very good start from Jake Hughes. Jake Hughes in the orange McLaren to the outside of turn one. Can't quite do it. Mitch Evans, he's coming to the inside here of Sacha Fenestraz. Fenestraz has now dropped down to 6th place. Now here's De Grassi, Verline and Hughes all fighting over that second spot. Fenestraz has now dropped out of the point. Guys, I should have attacked.
We're nowhere, man.
The hardest thing for me was just to get used to how to manage your energy in the races.
Energy management is Formula E.
And that is Hughes being told De Grassi's got less energy. It's time to get him, son.
There is a huge amount to take on board. It's very different to any other racing series.
Essentially, The cars start with less energy in the battery needed to finish the race, just going flat out. So going flat out from start to finish is not an option. It's about pushing as hard as you can, but leaving enough to finish the race.
As much as you maybe have an opportunity to overtake by consuming a lot, you need to be clever enough to, okay, is it worth it? Or is it better just to think about the longer term of the race? And that's definitely one of the things that I need to work on.
What the hell? We have plenty of energy on this.
I'd be very surprised if I ever did anything else as mentally challenging as Formula E, honestly. Because in other series, you have to manage the race, you have to manage the strategy, you have to manage your tyres. None of them have to do all of that whilst having to save energy.
Hughes again being told, look, you've got more energy than Degrassi.
As soon as you're thinking about driving the car, you're done. The race is finished for you. That needs to become so natural to you that you can put everything into the energy saving, because it takes so much out of you.
Whoa, Lotterer forces it around the outside.
Oh, there he goes.
Place, and there's the move. That seems like a legitimate move for Lotterer. Hughes drops down to fifth. Jake Dennis starts Gen 3 of Formula E with a superb, dominant win. Fenestraz finished 15th, Hughes finishing 5th. Will McLaren feel they should have finished 2nd?
It's his first race as a rookie.
Yeah.
You have to give it to him, a top 5, leaving here, a huge amount learned.
Oh, we talk afterwards about it, but I think all things considered, that's a good result. Well done, everyone.
Cracking race, mate. Cracking first race.
Well, it's just awkward. He would never stand there like that. Close, nearly there. That'll do it.
That's not a rookie.
No, he survived.
He survived.
He survived. What do you need to do?
I think Dan Ticktum was the only rookie to carry over from season 8 to season 9 because of his raw speed.
That's a rapid lap from Dan Ticktum. Remarkable performance.
It's not a guarantee that you get to have a race seat the next year. It can be very brutal for rookies. I mean, we saw that last year where 2 out of the 3 rookies that season are gone.
I think the feelings I had in season 8 as a rookie, I was pretty excited to race predominantly on street circuits. They're just more difficult and sort the men from the boys, really.
Why does this happen to me today? Honestly, mate, sport does my head in sometimes. I think any advice? I think building momentum is quite key. If you're a big manufacturer, you haven't got time to wait more than a few races, and if they haven't performed after a few races, or you can't see a steep enough trajectory, I just think they think, okay, we'll go and get another professional driver. Being a rookie in Formula E is pretty tough, to be honest. You just have to do it, to be honest.
This is the 3rd round of the season here in Diriyah. Hughes is about to head out. He will be up against Mitch Evans. Here we go then, the battle for pole position. Hughes still ahead, but the gap comes down a little. Now it's gone up a bit to a 1/10 of a second. It all comes down to the final corner in the battle for pole. It's Hughes!
Come on!
Yes! Jake Hughes, I mean, that was just phenomenal.
I'm buzzing, to be honest. I'm still trying to calm down. Yeah, like P3 in Mexico, P2 yesterday, P1 today is a nice trend. So we were sort of joking about it yesterday and this morning, but to actually achieve it in my third race in Formula E is pretty special.
It's really funny when you talk to Jake Hughes about the start of the season, because he didn't have massively high expectations for himself. It was like, oh, let's just go out there and see where we are. And then in the first race, he's like battling into the first corner with the race leaders. He ends up getting a P5. And then in the next weekend in Diriyah, he puts it on pole position. And he said to me at that point, his mindset completely changed, because he was like, I haven't just got to learn Formula E now. I could win the championship. Unfortunately for him, he got a bit of a reality check a few races later.
Jake Hughes, after a strong start to the season, is out of the Hyderabad E-Prix. Here we go then. It's time for qualifying for the first ever Cape Town E-Prix. Fenestraz is lined up at the end of the pit lane. Both of these drivers looking for their first pole position in Formula E. Fenestraz is looking set. 2 corners to go. Out across the line. Who will take their first pole in Formula E? It's Fenestraz.
how we do it, baby.
Sacha Fenestraz, you've looked strong in the car over the course of the whole weekend, and now you've just put it on your first pole position in Formula E. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Yeah, very happy. When we spoke earlier on, honestly, I didn't thought I was going to be here standing. So yeah, very happy for the team also. It's been a hell of a start of the season.
Formula E, it's about performance. It's about success. Now, success isn't necessarily only going to be about wins and podiums. It's going to be about extracting performance from the car, being good in qualifying, just doing what you can with a slightly less competitive package.
Monaco's the crown jewel, isn't it? It's the one everyone wants.
I've raced here 5 times now, and I have to say the novelty never wears off. It's always a very special race.
It was one of the races that I felt the most confident on because it's a track that I raced in the past twice in Formula Renault. I even won both of those years, so I know it pretty well.
It's probably the only race in the year when it's not about points, it's about glory and it's about legacy.
The final in the battle for pole position for the 2023 Monaco E-Prix. Jake Hughes versus Sacha Fenestraz.
Both of us rookies racing for pole in Monaco, that was really cool to see.
To be battling for a pole position in your first season in Formula E, in a new era, a new generation of car, that is a very impressive start to Formula E and shows just how quickly they got up to speed.
It's the driver's track. It's the one that, you know, last lap of the session, you give absolutely everything for.
Hughes is ahead by 400. Oh, Hughes too deep. Hughes has thrown it away.
Nah, mate. I don't know what happened there.
That final was special. 2 rookies battling it out in Monaco. Everything about that is just phenomenal, and kudos to them.
It's going to be Fenestraz on pole position for the Monaco E-Prix.
That's pole position. You did it!
Huge congratulations. Your second pole position of the season. Although I hate to break this to you, you are under investigation for a technical infraction due to some sort of power release.
Well, we'll see what happens with that, but anyways, we have the pole, so I should be happy with that. But yeah, I don't know, it's a bit disappointing with that, but let's see.
Let's wait and see. Let's wait and see. Fenestraz is under investigation, and we don't know really what for. Step by step, but awesome.
For me, I still get the pole, even though it was taken away. It was out of my control. It's not something that I did wrong. So for me, I still look at it like I got pole position.
Starting on pole was unbelievable. All the celebrities are there. Everyone's coming up to you and you're the pole man.
The team principals are ready. The drivers are ready. The streets of Monaco are ready.
I didn't feel pressure once. Never felt like it was a big occasion. I was just loving every minute of it.
And we go green in Monaco. Jake Hughes leading. Fenestraz second, Nato third, Ticktum fourth, Gunther fifth, and Jake Hughes has led a lap of Monaco now. Jake Hughes has activated attack mode, so Sacha Fenestraz into the lead.
Okay, mate, let's just stay calm.
Oh, whoa! Gunther is trying to pass Ticktum, and Ticktum's blocked him up Beau Rivage.
Honestly, you should really ban this guy.
I literally could not do anything. The car was uncontrollable.
Wait, there goes Dennis. Dennis sends it and gets ahead of Fenestraz.
We are not good at strategy, I'm sorry to say, but we had a podium today.
Cassidy wins in Monaco and moves to the lead of the World Championship. Sacha Fenestraz finishing in 4th position. Poleman Jake Hughes only finishing in 5th. Ticktum finishing in 6th position.
It's such a shame. It was going so well. I saw it on the TV and I was like, if they do me for that, I'm quitting racing because it's so blatant that he just drives straight to the back. Basically, at the time Gunther comes to sort of pass me, it looks like I tried to, but actually it's my wing coming off and completely going under the wheel, so it jammed my steering like that. And obviously the stewards saw that and I didn't get a penalty for it. So everyone's saying, oh, you know, you should have got a penalty, dangerous driving, deliberately this, deliberate. It's just ridiculous. Like, the stewards know that I'm a bit of a, you know, maverick, whatever you want to call me. So 100%, if they thought I'd done something wrong, I would have had a penalty. So people just need to shut up, to be honest.
in the bigger picture, being quick is only one part of what's required of you. This is a marketing front at the same time, right? This is the ability for manufacturers to sell cars. They need to know that they have a driver that is going to be on brand and be a good ambassador for the team. And that's the side of things that perhaps Dan isn't as good at as other drivers.
So annoying, man. I will put my hands up and say I don't help myself. I think a couple of times this year, the radio was probably a bit on the fruity side.
Sake. Don't talk to me, anyone. No one talk to me. I don't want to hear it. Roberto, if you're on the intercom, tell my taxi to be ready in 15 minutes. I'm getting out of here.
That was bad. Like, you know, the whole taxi thing, and it wasn't great.
It's a really tricky one to kind of pin down whether how Dan is good or bad for him. Because on the media side, it's pure entertainment.
Bro. That is sketchy as
Dan Ticktum's an animal. But a good animal, my kind of animal.
Ticktum still ahead as it stands. Oh, it's a big slide!
Sake!
Hughes wins!
I think every series has somebody who is a little volatile.
I want to see that angle going up.
Yeah, go on.
Pretty certain. I do quite like it. No, not. You're lucky. You're lucky.
But ultimately, when it boils down to it, Dan Ticktum is one of the quickest drivers over one lap in Formula E. That's for sure.
It's not as if he's saying all this stuff and then being P9 at every race, but is it going to help you secure race seats in the future?
Ticktum's in there again now.
Yeah, you would never put him in front of a sponsor. The thing for me is, what can I do to sort of help myself? Should I be the driver that's got a personality and is interesting? Because obviously at the moment it just seems to be churning out PR media robots, which I can be if I had to. I'm sort of in two minds. Do I sort of spend my career and being myself, or do I just sort of play the game? I do feel like if I was given a chance in a more competitive car, I could quite easily replicate what Jake's done this season.
In terms of fulfilling the whole package, I think both the rookies this season have done really well at that, because Sacha is just very professional character, nice to be around, gives a lot when it comes to media.
First call, maybe. Oh, yeah. Hopefully not the last one.
Jake Hughes is very McLaren.
It's papaya, not tango.
Tango.
No.
He's much better at playing the game than I am. He's a very employable character, and he's fast as well.
Overall, I'm very happy with what I achieved. 2 pole positions. I'm no longer a rookie. I can't lean on that excuse anymore. So now it's about getting those results. We're near McLaren. We should be fine for championships, and that will be our goal next year.
I'm gonna miss it to be called a rookie because, yeah, it's different. When you perform good, it's considered amazing. And having the opportunity to re-sign and to stay, for the next few years with a manufacturer like Nissan, it's kind of a dream.
I'd like to win the championship as soon as possible, really. I haven't got a set time or season that I want to do it, but, I'd like to be winning pretty soon, yeah.
We're going to have a bit of a chat, if that's all right.
Yeah.
You want that?
I'll join you.
This is a joke.
This is Jake Dennis's to lose.
Disaster for Nick Cassidy. What a good teammate. I'm so annoyed.
I want to win this World Championship, and I genuinely believe that I can still do that.
Oh, my God.
What the are we doing, guys?
What the hell's he doing?
Bert hits Evans!
What a f***ing idiot! Oh, guys, I'm so sorry.